Hi everyone, my name's Ian Farthing. I'm the Artistic Director of the St. Lawrence Shakespeare Festival. It's my pleasure to be here today with Catriona Leger, who's going to be directing our upcoming production of A Midsummer Night's Dream in Prescott this summer. Hi Cat.
Hi.
So I'm actually meeting with you in Vancouver, on the other side of the country right now. What's bringing you to Vancouver at the moment?
Well, right now I've just finished directing The Comedy of Errors, which is a four-man version of Shakespeare's Comedy of Errors, done with a hip-hop twist.
Wow. How does that show itself?
Well, four actors play all the roles from Comedy of Errors, and they rap their way through the entire story. There's a live DJ on stage and hip-hop music that's been composed especially for this production, and they rap and dance and break dance and soulfully sing their way through the Comedy of Errors.
Wow, and how's that been going?
It's been going really well. We have a great team, and the show's being really well received. It's hilarious. It's a very funny show. The Comedy of Errors is a very funny play anyways, and with this modern twist, it's been going really, really well. It's very funny and really fun.
It sounds like a really, really fun production. You're no stranger to Vancouver. You did your acting degree here, and then you decided to make the shift from being an actor into directing. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, I did work a lot as an actor, and I found myself constantly working in devised theater or collectives, and slowly through time I found I was a bit bossy, and that I had a voice, and then I decided to try my hand at directing in 2004. My first production was actually A Midsummer Night's Dream, a 6-person adaptation outside in the parks in Ottawa. And it was an enjoyable experience. I continued to work in collective creation, and after a stint in Paris studying with a master teacher, Philippe Gaulier, I decided that I did want to direct, and I decided to do my master's in directing at UBC, where I originally had done my undergrad in acting, because I knew the program very well, and I knew the facilities and what they had to offer, and it's such an amazing program with amazing teachers and guidance and access to everything that you could ever want, and I got to experiment with things that I wanted to try out in a very safe but exciting environment.
And I actually came to see your grad production of Romeo and Juliet at UBC, and it was a fantastic production. Seeing that production was part of the reason why I thought it would be a great idea to invite Kat to come and work with us in Prescott. So here we are a couple of years later, and you're on board, which is great. And it's interesting because, you know, myself also being an actor who directs, what do you think your background in acting does for your directing process? How does that help or hinder the process?
I think it helps in that I have many different ways into talking to actors, so my relationship with the actors is often very strong. Actors usually respond to the way that I speak with them, because we speak the same language. Coming from an acting background, I have many different ways of exploring things. So as a director, I have many different ways of explaining or drawing things out of an actor.
And so this summer, you're going to be tackling A Midsummer Night's Dream for the second time. How is this time going to be different from the first time around?
Well, first of all, this time it's with a cast of 15, not a cast of 6. So, and it's a full-length version. When I did it the first time, it was 90 minutes, one act, no intermission, and 6 people playing all of the roles. So it's a larger ensemble, and I'm really excited about that because I love working with large ensembles and big casts, and all the possibilities within having lots of bodies around to move on the stage.
Right, right. And although you've not worked at Prescott before, you have been to see productions there over the years. What are your sort of impressions of the shows in Prescott and what the space is like to work in?
I think the shows are always really lively and colorful, really exciting, and they focus so strongly on the story, because you can't rely on all those fancy theater tricks of lighting or sound effects. I love how Prescott celebrates the outdoor location, and and just the natural setting, the beauty of the water in the background, and boats and people walking their dogs by. I love the location so much, and the opportunity that the actors have to tell a great story.
So in your telling of A Midsummer Night's Dream this summer, what's your take on it? How are you going to approach it?
Well, with me, you always get something very physical, something with a little bit of a reverence, but accessible, something a little bit cheeky and a little bit fun, and that's definitely going to be my take. But
are you going to set it in a particular time period, or?
Well, right now we're looking at I guess a fairy world with an Elizabethan twist or flavor, though it's locked into any particular year. When you have a particular time period, sometimes the audience comes with an expectation or a prejudice or you know, about that time period, and then they're looking for all the historical inaccuracies versus just letting the story speak for itself. So I like something that has a familiarity in terms of time period, like a good feel. Oh, this feels like this time, but it's not locked into it. So you can ease the audience into the story, give them something a little bit familiar, but not make them stuck with that time period. It allows for the magic of the theater to speak for itself, and I really like that. I would love to direct Love Slippers Lost. That's been on my list for a really long time. Though I did play Cleopatra, I'd love to direct Antony Cleopatra as well. Titus Andronicus too. All that blood. It's so exciting. I love classics. I love classical plays. In terms of roles, I would love to play Medea.
Just something a little light and fluffy.
Yeah, Medea, Lady M. You know, just all those good bloody roles. I guess I like blood a lot, which is funny because I'm directing a romantic comedy this summer, which will have no blood.
We hope. And who are some of the actors that have inspired you over the years?
Well, Helena Bonham Carter is like my favorite actress. I don't know why. There's something just so twisted and beautiful about her that ever since I saw her play Ophelia in Mel Gibson's Hamlet, I've just been so drawn to her. I just find her, she can do anything, and I just love it. Emma Thompson as well, just such a beautiful, generous actress, and so versatile. I love her. Just love her work. And Johnny Depp, not just because he's handsome, but also versatile. I like versatile actors, the little bit of darkness inside of them. I find them to be so beautiful and illuminating, luminous, and inspiring. Yeah. It's gonna be great. Come see it.